Hey guys, it's me again, your favorite dental guy, daeleesmile, and today we're going to be talking about bad breath. Who isn't self-conscious about their breath? Well, you could go to a dental clinic where it has a machine called Halometer, where it detects and measures your bad breath. Or you could go ask your friend very nicely if they can smell your breath. Just make sure to pick a good friend that will tell you the truth. Or even better, you can check it by yourself. All of those are a great option to check if you have bad breath. I think rather than to go through the hassle of asking your friend nicely to check your breath or pay money to go see a dentist, why not have a good oral hygiene routine where it pretty much guarantees that you won't have any terrible smell. When it comes to bad breath, the main cause, the villain, is the bacteria. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. We can't completely get rid of these bacteria in our mouth. Well, you don't want to, because in our mouth there's many bacteria. Believe it or not, there's good bacteria and there's also the bad bacteria. Good bacteria helps our mouth fight off these bad bacteria causing disease and all that. They help us. So you don't want to get rid of those. You just want to get rid of these bad bacteria, such as this and that. Instead of trying to get rid of all the bacteria, let's fish out the bad bacteria, because these bacteria likes to hide into places where you have a difficult time reaching. Wisdom tooth. Like the video that I have previously mentioned about wisdom tooth, bring the x-ray this way, anyway, x-ray. If you have a misoriented wisdom tooth, and between those wisdom tooth and the tooth next to the wisdom tooth, there's a small gap there. A small gap, meaning there's gonna be bacteria that's gonna go in there, and then it'll be very hard for us to clean that area out. Bridges, crown, denture. That's because you have a bridge or a crown or a denture doesn't mean you don't have to clean it. It's permanently clean forever. Speaking from an experience, a patient came in with a cavity on his crown tooth. As soon as I opened up that crown, my colleague that is sitting across the classroom, he literally fixed this mask because the smell, oh man, it was legendary. Gum disease, swelling, especially bleeding. Just imagine having that scab in your mouth, but instead of being dry, it's wet. It's not only gross, but it's going to smell. The question comes out to be, how would you avoid getting gum disease? Well, oral hygiene routine. Do you see a pattern here? Number one is the most problematic area in our mouth, which is our tongue, especially back of your tongue. You don't believe me? Well, take a spoon and try to scrape the back of your tongue, okay? So like, careful now, because I don't want you to vomit and blame me for the mess that you have created. Once you scrape the back of your tongue, why don't you just smell it? And just leave a comment down below and tell me, what does it smell like to you? So when fishing for these bacteria, clean these area very well, because these are the areas where a lot of the bad bacteria likes to hide and cause trouble. Bacteria is pretty much the core of bad breath, but there are another factor where it enhances this bad breath by over 9,000, which is dry mouth. What time of the day do you think your breath stinks the most? Morning, because we're dehydrated from our sleep, and there's even a word for it, which is morning breath. Lovely. Just like morning breath, if your mouth is constantly dry throughout the day, the chance of you having a bad breath is pretty high. To prevent your mouth from drying up throughout the day, you can chew some gum. Make sure the gum contains xylitol. A lot of the sugar-free gums has the ingredient xylitol, because the xylitol is a sugar that the bad bacteria can't consume. Yeah? As soon as the bad bacteria consumes sugar or carbohydrates, they produce this bad odor. So by chewing a gum that has xylitol, they can't consume it, therefore they can't produce any bad odors. You're also hydrating your mouth because you're chewing your gum. And of course, drink more water. And you can avoid things like sugary beverages, coffee. I need it. Well, you can replace coffee with black tea, because by drinking black tea, you won't have that coffee breath. So like yogurt, which helps to kill some of the bad bacteria and yeast, which in turns help you prevent getting those bad breath. But here's the thing, if you're watching this video because you're concerned with your bad breath, the chances are, I'm sure your breath doesn't stink as bad as you think it does. Usually people who thinks that their breath stinks, to them it stinks, but then to the person that they're talking or the people around them, it's tolerable, it's normal for them. If you are concerned and if you do have bad breath, try to tackle the main core, which is the bacteria, and then try to keep your mouth moist. Try to keep your mouth from getting dried up, and then try the diet. Try consuming or avoiding such products such as coffee or sugary stuff. And then lastly, as a last resort, I would use mouthwash to prevent bad breath, because if you use mouthwash from the start of, it's only temporary. If you still have the bacteria in your mouth, that temporary relief of bad breath is not gonna do much. The bad breath is gonna come back and a bunch. Yeah, that's about it for today actually. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, see ya.